Bam bam. Ay 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 ay. Bim bim. Bam bam.
You ready? Listen.
Bam bam.
Okay. Here I hit this wall. Here I put to this wall. Hey. Yes we. One on the wall side. Oh, you're running. You're singing now. You're
Starting off a brand new week, Monday morning, August 22, 2022. And so it'll be 2022, 22. And okay, good to be back. We'll be having a chat this morning with Dr. Alex Rakovets from Luca Health. We're talking hernia this morning. Hernia, interesting. In Union Kanyami. And it's 7:30. Let me switch on into the brighter side of life on a Monday morning, the 22nd of August, 2022. A belated 60th birthday wish, Miss Henrietta Yeboah. Until recently, head teacher 5B and kindergarten Bama Camp. Happy retirement, 37 years with the Ghana Education Service. Belated 60th birthday wishes, Miss Henrietta Yeboah. Enjoy your retirement. Wishing Hajia Haira of Alaji Tabora. Happy birthday, Hajia Haira. It's from your husband and children to you. Another belated one to you, Barbara Loco. It's from the Uso Chan family to you, Barbara. Yeah, this morning we're discussing hernia. Nana Miller of J. Miller's Logistics in Tema. Happy birthday to you, Nana Miller. It's from Yao Arbores of Mel Staffy Limited. Wilhelmina Pelstando. You're 23 years old today, big girl. Happy birthday to you, Wilhelmina Pelstando. It's from your dear mom, Mami Abba. She loves you. Birthday wishes, Obobia Opoku Dakon. It's from Agi to you, Obobia Opoku Dakon. Have a beautiful celebration. Another belated one to Edgar Seiram Dumako of Betmas Innovation School. Edgar Seiram Dumako, belated birthday wishes to you. It's from Francis Dumakwe and Letitia Hollow too. We go. Bim, 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 bim. Go. It says, wishing friends of Friends Club. You all have a blessed week, the Friends of Friends Club. LCKK Inno Nana Esther. It's from Ifwa Santua to all of you. Madame Mary Santua of Resurrection Methodist Church Singing Band in Adenta, belated birthday wishes to you. Madame Mary Santua. It's from your children and especially from Auntie Jessie of Mamprobi. Penelope of Cowbank Derby Avenue Branch. Happy birthday, Penelope. Well, I hear it's Penelope. We all say Penelope, don't we? Anyway, happy birthday to you, Penelope of Cowbank Derby Avenue Branch, from the rich man, Mr. Kusi of Amalina Children's Haven. And happy birthday to Obobia Dako Poko of the NDC. It's from Pokua Wendy to you. Shouting out to you, Charles of Bantama Restaurant, Community 5 in Tema. Happy birthday from your wife and children to you, Charles of Bantama Restaurant. Have a good one. Another belated one to Mami Sewa. It's from your children and Equia, Abigail Irajwa Jiman as well. To you, Clemente J of Blue Skies. It's from Nana KWAMI of Pasco to you. And a belated 50th to you, Anne Asantua Boating. Belated birthday wishes to you, Anne Asantua Boating. Happy 50th. Welcome to floor number 5. Warm regards from Major General Thomas Apompe Prime, the children, Kobe, Phoebe, Thomas, and Guy. It's also from your mom to you. Wishing Mrs. Mercy Kwanzaa, Municipal Coordinating Director, Wijak Bawi Municipal Assembly. Enjoy your birthday, Mrs. Mercy Kwanzaa, from your daughter Benedicta Mawena Gajo. Let me have a chat with Dr. Alex, and then we'll come back.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Peace 104.3. Dr. Alex Rakovets is a general and laparoscopic surgeon at the Luka Health Medical Center. And this morning he's here. He's a specialist hospital in Accra. And Dr. Alex is also a specialist. This morning we're discussing hernia. Yep, you heard it right. Hernia. Different types, treatment options. Good morning, Dr. Alex.
Good morning. Good morning, Accra.
Thank you very much for your time.
Oh, my
and pleasure to have you here as always. So, simple question. What is hernia?
Well, hernia is a surgical condition which occur in men and women and children. It's basically a bulge and at the abdominal wall, at the belly wall. So it can occur in groin areas and at the side of the belly button. Also, we have some types of internal hernias when the hernia may occur between stomach and the chest cavity. So, and this bulge may contain some intestine or internal fat. It causes a lot of trouble, pain. Sometimes it can be an emergency when it gets incarcerated or strangulated. This is basically what is hernia.
Interesting. For those of us who are uninitiated, we've always known hernia to affect men, and it happens in the groin area generally. But now you're talking men, women, children, you're talking about chest cavity and all of that. Can you explain a bit of that?
Yes, absolutely. For instance, I'll talk about ladies, about women. Childbirth, during the pregnancy when belly become bigger, at the belly button we have a quite weak place in the muscles, and through the belly button the hernia may occur in women as well. So women also is known to have groin hernia. It's of course it's a very rare, quite rare if to compare with the men, but it still may happen. And the little ones, they could be affected from the day one, from the 1 hour. They can be burned with the hernia. We call it congenital hernia. And it also can be located at any place on the abdominal wall or even inside of the belly. As I mentioned, hernia between stomach and chest cavity, when that muscle which divide chest and abdomen become quite weak, and some portion of the stomach may protrude through that muscles in the chest cavity and cause chest pain, irritation, and this kind of symptoms.
What are the different types of hernia?
Well, basically, we just now mentioned about different types of hernia. The groin hernia, we call them inguinal hernia.
Inguinal hernia.
Yes, inguinal hernia, because it's located in inguinal canal, a little tiny hole between muscles in the groin area. So usually that hole may only allow to pass blood vessels and some other anatomical structure, but sometimes physical strength, heavy labor, even heavy exercise may cause, excessive exercise may cause that little hole become slightly bigger and something can protrude from the abdominal cavity outside. Also, we know this type of hernia, umbilical hernia. This is basically a hernia where is hernia located at the belly button side, the navel side. So, and this is that's what different type of the hernia we can treat at Luca Health.
How does one know they have hernia? Because honestly, for the first time, I'm hearing about chest cavity area and all of that, women and children. So probably a lot of us have zeroed hernia down to men and our groin area. So how does one tell they have hernia or they have symptoms? How does one know?
Okay, well, the abdominal wall hernias, they're very obvious. As I mentioned, it could be a little bulge or a big bulge, which may disappear at times and come back again. So, as I said, it's very obvious. One can check it for hernia, just slightly touch in the groin area and push on the skin and the tissues and see if there is any bulge, if there is any painful lump over there. Umbilical type of hernia, they're also very obvious. Through the belly button, something can protrude. Usually it's a soft little mass and which protruding through that little hole. And the hiatal hernia, the hernia between stomach and the diaphragm, it's a little bit tricky one because it may not be very obvious, and one can only identify this type of hernia when these symptoms comes like chest pain, chest burning, sometimes even palpitation when your heart is starting to beat quite fast. And we can diagnose this type of hernia only with endoscopy, when we put a little camera through the mouth, through the esophagus, get into the stomach, and then we can see actually that little bulge in the esophagus, in the food pipe.
Talking about treatment, medication, creams, or just surgery?
I wish we could offer something like that. Unfortunately, there is no any conservative technique in treatment, any type of hernias, because that's basically what it is. It's a little hole, and through this hole, some internal content may protrude outside or inside, if we are talking about stomach hernias. And unfortunately, as I said, there is no any method that we can treat this kind of surgical condition with medication, tablets, creams, or physiotherapy. The only one approach is existent at the moment. It's a surgery, unfortunately, or
only surgery.
Only surgery.
I know you are a laparoscopic surgeon, you're a general surgeon as well, but now that we have zeroed in on only surgery, tell us first of all, what is minimally invasive surgery, and how does it help a patient with hernia?
Right. The good news that we can offer minimally invasive surgery. So laparoscopy is a surgical approach to certain surgical condition when we treat this condition with minimal invasive procedure. For example, the hernia surgery, some category of patient can be treated minimally invasive when we don't need to do a big cut. It's just a small keyholes. Through these keyholes we put inside of the abdomen or cavity a camera, and then from inside we repair the hernia, or we can remove gallbladder. We can treat also some other condition in gynecology. We can remove the uterus, ovaries, and this sort of things. So of course minimally invasive approach to in treatment of surgical condition is more advanced, and of course patients with who was treated with minimal approach, they can go home same day. It's absolutely safe. There is less pain. There is almost pain is not existent after this kind of surgery. Less chances to develop infection. You don't need to stay in the hospital actually. So for instance, if I do a hernia or gallbladder surgery, in the morning, all of my patients, 100% of my patients, they go home same afternoon. And it's absolutely safe because we monitor patients after the surgery for several hours, for 4 or 5 hours. And once vital signs is normal, patients is comfortable. That's, by the way, it's very important for us to make sure that patients is comfortable in terms of pain and doesn't have any major discomfort or major pain. And then it's quite safe to send home this patient after this type of surgery, minimally invasive surgery.
Same day.
Same day.
Interesting. Hernia, if you don't treat it, if you don't do surgery, what happens?
Well, of course it will deteriorate. Some people, some patients, maybe I'll wait, maybe I'll see how it goes. The bottom line, we advocate to do the surgery for hernia as diagnosed, because if it's not treated properly, it becomes bigger, and then eventually one cannot escape the surgery. It has to be done, and it has to be done as soon as possible. Well, some hernias, they can be also urgent cases when we have to operate straight away, when for instance a piece of intestine can get into that little sac through that little hole and get stuck in there, and then it gets strangulated, and because of lack of blood supply that become a surgical emergency. And we don't want if it happens, to rush to the hospital in the middle of the night, because it may happen at any time. So that's why we advocate and we advise to treat hernia as diagnosed or as soon as possible, to prevent all this complication, to prevent when hernia become bigger, and then it's much more difficult to treat big hernias.
For emphasis, so there's no medication, there are no creams, there's no magic way, it has to be surgery, right?
Yes, indeed.
So how about those people who walk around and say, oh, we have treatment for hernia? Are they lying to us?
Well, miracles do happen, but personally, I never seen a single patient who, I've been doing this job for 23 years now, and I haven't seen a single individual who could escape the surgery with hernia. So it has to be fixed only surgery.
Dr. Alex Rakovets is our guest this morning. He's a general laparoscopic surgeon at the Luca Health Medical Center, a specialist hospital in East Legon. And this morning we're talking hernia. Now, Doc, if anyone wants to check whether they have hernia or not, or ask more questions about hernia, where will they find you? Where will they find Luca Health?
Oh, well, yeah, we are located at East Legon, just behind Manswick Hotel. We share the same compound with MDS Lancet Lab, and anyone can reach us at 05 0544-120-777. And we will be happy to answer any questions, schedule appointment, and I'm more than happy to receive patients with this surgical condition. And we also have some other services available, not only surgical services available at Luca Health. We have cardiology, we have internal medicine, also we have urology, gynecology, and we're happy to receive patients with all these conditions at Luca Health. So I understand now possibly the economical condition not the best, but again, the bottom line, health is wealth. If somebody is not well and not feeling well or having any surgical condition, that person cannot perform properly, and it causes depression, it causes stress, and it causes a lot of things. So, and Luca Health is flexible with finances. We provide some payment plans, and we also accept several insurances, medical insurances like Glyco, Metropolitan, and Acacia Insurance, and of course all international ones.
So 0544-120-777, 0544-120-777. You'd find Luca Health. Dr. Alex, thank you very much for your time this morning, and I'm sure that anybody who has any issue, not just with a hernia, but as long as you're feeling unwell, they'll make a beeline for Luca Health. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Yeah, pleasure of mine.
Dr. Alex Rakovec from Luca Health, and it's in Kano, 10 minutes to 8.
Peace FM.
On the brighter side of life, it says, from your siblings, Bright Odame Danso, Lily Amma Afaribia Danso, and Colonel Francis Kaba Machi, Colonel Patience Usu Edu, and Thomas Ampemnyako MP for Jaman. Belated wishes to twins Kakro Radio Danso and K Danso. Saturday was yours. Mrs. Tina Osei-Bonsu of River of Life Academy, happy birthday number 65. Enjoy your day. God bless you richly, Mrs. Tina Osei-Bonsu, director of River of Life Academy at New Achimota. It's from Lily Ansong of Nanabna Music. Asido. Jessica Mawena Nutak of KNUST, enjoy your birthday. And this one says, Abena Safua is wishing Mrs. Vida Fianco Ewuku and Mrs. Caroline Opariado belated birthday wishes, both of you. Belated wishes to you, Mami Davis. Yesterday was yours. Hope you had a good time. It says happy birthday to our daughter Inshira Befi. Hope you have a good celebration, Inshira Befi, from your parents Anita and Osei, your siblings Navdum and Maseda, and also from Kukua, Nana Joa and the Eshan family. Happy birthday to Love Della Oklu of the Ghana Immigration Service. It's from your parents, your daughter Yaira, and your siblings Patience and Emmanuel, and also from Frank and the family. A belated one to Edward Esante. It's from Zabel, Caroline, Abeku, Kofi, and the entire crew at First Allied Cluster. Reverend Foster Kwachi, you're the District Minister, Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Ebenezer Congregation, Sunyai. Birthday wishes from Christian Okonfado, Presec Legon. And one to Reverend Dr. Abraham Nana Opare Kwachi, is also from Christian Okonfado, Presec Boys Legon to you. Congratulations to Reverend Father Gerald Usua Mankwetia on your ordination as a Catholic priest. And Reverend Father Theresa Cross on your 10th anniversary in the priesthood. It's from Patty Daps to both of you. Inshira Sifa Sapoma of Adonting Senior High School. Happy birthday to Inshira. One to Akosia Capito as well. It's from Mamia Akosia Fusua of Moose Timber Market. Kendra Nana Ekia Ado of Cornerstone International Academy in East Legon. Have a blessed birthday, Kendra Nana Ekia Ado of Cornerstone International Academy. It's from your dear mom, Gifty Amponsan Odro aka Yalagata of Consolidated Bank Credit Department, and your sweet auntie Margaret. They love you. Dan Kwekuye Boy is next. Meet your seed. Michael Jojo G, enjoy. Quick boys next. Evelyn Jampo, Elias Nadel 84 in Australia. Happy birthday to Evelyn Jampo, Elias Nadel 84. It's from your parents and siblings, especially Helena, and also from Balfour to you. Nana Yiri Linda is Samoa Westlands. Happy birthday, Nana Yiri. Nana Yiri Linda is someone from your husband and children. Wishing Mrs. Benedicta Carr of ECG Dance Suman is from your husband and children, friends, especially Agatha of Neat Foods. DCOP Ebenezer Esari, alias Action 1, Police Commander at Jubilee House. Happy birthday to you. It's from Chief Inspector Kennedy Frimpong, Corporal Prince Odro, Isaac and the family. Nana Tichi Akomia, alias Nana Double. Happy birthday from your family and friends. Wishing Madam Comfort Equiamwa Augustina Nyakwen Ifwa Jimfua. Birthday wishes from Mr. and Mrs. Kakari of NHIA Jolu. Michael Jimo of Ghana Immigration Service Sampa. And Joy from Francis and Bonsu. Wishing Reverend Mrs. Vivian Ajenasario Perez Chapel International. Happy birthday to you, Mama. Reverend Mrs. Vivian Ajenasario from the entire congregation. And the children in your dear husband. Happy birthday, William Aqua of WJ Weissman Company. It's from your wife and children and from the staff.
Peace FM.
Welcome to the dawn. You have just accessed the beautiful experience.
Mr. Smith, we want you pay. Ben watch you.
Oh, the dome is also.
Boko there.
Nyamia do bibia boko now, sir.
Nyamia dom divine selection here. Nyamia si. Bongo mache.
Ghana's morning voice.
Boko there.
Chairman General Krista Dumibia Kamapa.
Yeah, Danyamiasi. Dan Kokrokoo ya boa.
Member of the Order of the Voter.
Yes, Kokrokoo.
Ghana's multiple award-winning journalist.
Yes, sir.
Presidential FC.
Yes, sir.
Hall of Famer.
Yes, Kokrokoo.
Brigadier General.
Yes, sir.
Ghana's #1 radio presenter.
Yes, sir.
Peace FM's Lano
Yeah, man.
Soldier Pick.
I like him.
Budget 100 coordinator.
Yeah, man.
And Ghana's Olympic toy-bearer. Kwame Sefaka.
Kokrokoo. Kokrokoo bi watch many ejina. Any ejina Kokrokoo. My food too much. Oh, any anti-comfort today.
Oh, Kwame. That's a go, bro.
See, Connie, anti-comfort. Oh, Kokrokoo shedding. Oh, see, Connie. See, Connie. Also a break. No pong. Kokrokoo ne busia for nyama mo shedding.
That's Kwame. I'm not your village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I fix date for 1 week coming Thursday.
Hey, watching it here, what
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe I did a
Yameho. Anyway, the engine and your mammy, yeah, you. Yeah, you seriously.
A difference, and say, oh, bro, Uboni did different.
Oh, say I anti-comfort.
Anti-comfort. I said, oh, back room, what the other media, it was anti-comfort, minimum, which is I would do now. I will this only Bruni account, Hona. And I was a true bro.
True, bro.
I don't joke when you know the bravo is your yes, I also do the other now who is the answer wish we. Adam we say UTV for your discussion be. Say a much undescended testes as a day. Na I'm saying no dey hen ya no but na I'm say na undescended testes dey say atwobro funi dey en dey de pa ya wo bi kura ko shia get na kase undescended testes dey kase we ka foforo bi amata na waka bube ko bi
second pone CBG inteja Campon say ne baby the me call kata me say me dream ho but CBG so say eja I say ura any CBG branch bia catch am say
man yes simple
when you long things ura CBG branch bia consolidated bank Ghana ura be bia CBG wo bia on be share
bank dey so do sika ko ho problem ni ho
dabi then there
aje afare for no gano mdo musika koto mtum cause trouble
I make I watch you
I say ba ku musika koto background wo twem no hu say ATM machine si ho na mo fu yiska ukina hodi no bora bank wo no say mbonjo amiska am do to am the mother can also that guma so it's gonna why na you do the bigum abe na wala minya da ka ba mde ma the miss gabi say was abogu kwan oh on from azuma CBG for no physical problem. It gives you assurance that they are cut and overcome.
Oh yes.
Oh when you be unconscious now my TV.
No my TV too.
I go Gina last year bobo. And I Gina man for come some. And a match in year 2 and match year 3-1. And yes in of I go Gina on keep us Uncle boy Gamma Mirabo me TV into my media.
Why that's smart?
TV intact when you be
anyway, go bro.
Peace 104 the Trana PM Faside Fata Emma MTNC Baby abeko bia ye no na ehwebom na senti ene ohibom ni se wasum ye yenso yasum ye wa use MTN chip and SIM card best mfie du num up to 20 years from 5 to 20 years there na just oye loyal customer oni ananti ye papa and ya chede ne asha se to fa wiem e betumi amount 3 hours of MTN talk time asama 1.5 gigabyte data ma dia browse wa feel kama and because one na oni entena MTN we are saying big ups. So wabo adwuma oni anantiye enti kwaswa ne enso ye beche MTNs everywhere you go. Your friend Dan Kwaku ya boa mini enuanom NS Bruce Smith any bongo di fara any mado any dachin aka believer goodness energy any producer show.
Anopeya shasi ani ade amono nsem na shasi the major European leagues no matches outdo tojwa na results PM yenko Germany Bundesliga no Borussia Mönchengladbach etwa Hertha Berlin kabako a woman timi ante Dortmund etrefie Emma Werder Bremen ko twa na kamiensa Dortmund etie kanimu mienu Bayer Leverkusen so trefie Emma Hoffenheim ko twa na kamiensa Bayer Leverkusen entimi ante ekan ba kokra Wolfsburg and Schalke 04 obi entimi anshebi Wolfsburg trefie Emma Mainz 05 ko twa na kamienu wate ekanimu bako Stuttgart 0 Freiburg 1 Union Berlin etwa Leipzig kamienu ma Leipzig ete ekanimu bako Eintracht Frankfurt and FC Cologne ebo 1-1 and a Bochum and Norm trefie Emma Bayern Munich ko twa na ekanso 7 woman timi ante ekan ba kokra Sergei Gnabry echego Kingsley Coman delete Leroy Sané onyina goals Sadio Mane ebo 2 goals at my Bayern Munich e was akensie no emu
Je guso de agudi ho nsama de mete fa down in the English Premiership so a matches yetumi to bia ne say LSC koye Tottenham Hotspur Bobos for kabako woman to be ante for Crystal Palace henso Aston Villa board come yensa Herman Ettenbach Everton henso ene Nottingham Forest ekote obi a chere yonko back ada for Fulham henso Bob Brentford come yensa Herman Ettimu mienu Southampton board Leicester for come yenu Elmom eti back on afi Arsenal hence we Bob Bomber for coming and someone to be anti Leeds United Chelsea Bomber coming and woman to be anti afi Brighton hence we Bob West Ham coming no man to be anti Newcastle and Manchester City to be actually Uncle Miensa and then Ray Mark Caseba to Manchester United or more any Liverpool the Pimbiano yet won't say bebre etifo
Italian Serie A results Torino nil Lazio nil Udinese nil Salamitana nil Inter Milan 3 Spezia nil Sassuolo 1 Lecce nil Empoli nil Fiorentina nil Napoli 4 Monza nil Atlanta 1 AC Milan 1 Bologna 1 Verona 1 NFA Roma Omuni Cremonese omu match no baso nyame ya adoma ene na Sampdoria ne Juventus no so abaso ene
Avenko Spanish La Liga results PM no Espanyol transfer Rayo Vallecano ko twane kamienu wantimi ante ekan ba kokra Sevilla and Real Valladolid ebo 1-1 Osasuna 2 Cadiz 0 Real Mallorca transfer Real Betis ko twane kamienu emote ekanu ba ko Celta Vigo transfer Real Madrid ko shene kanai Otiekanimu Bako, Afe Alet Bilbao 1, Valencia 0. Atletico Madrid and Ra Wamtrafie Emma Villarreal could try to come Yenua went to be anti-Kan Bako and a Real Sociedad a Trafie Emma Xavi and in the team FC Barcelona Barca team no aye year Lewandowski ebo 2 goals at Momo Brom Kwawe a could try a Real Sociedad a canine Momenti Kanmu Bako and ne Manchester Etoja ever Spanish La Liga Elche Ebesha Almeria Nafe Girona and Hetafe and so Eddie Ashishaso.
Jegusu the fronted beton sama de met if out down in the Manchester United reported through Obanete some captain and Dina Maguire. I granted him money and share and so any. Nasa Chelsea for so epeno. I'm a Chelsea and the player back the Diri Christian Pulisic. And I on Adrian Sanko de Equaco Count now for Maguire. It's unsaid. Manchester United one day has was here then Manchester United for the two just be ad na kwako duni die enya de omo be penene apene ekira nti sa offer na Manchester United ehwe nim se ka Chelsea e de ebeban Manchester United aka chom se de bi omo penene empedechina
Oko France OGC Nice for Chelsea omo pe Arsenal for striker Nicolas Pepe nkitahudie na edrenim papa enya wanwa so obedan ani every Arsenal asan ni ache Nice ewo League 1 nimu
Avenko boxing emu na weekend heavyweight division fight back etojwa na emu edenepa na IBF WBA, WBO, and Ring Magazine. Titles in Edaso, Bauti Etoja. I was Saudi Arabia, Anthony Joshua, AJ, and in Chi Efi Nigeria. Now, Kon Adema Bretemano, Wane Alexander Usyk. I don't know if Ukraine at the shares of Mokaya last year, Wamukuye, Emma Alexander Usyk, Ebo Anthony Joshua. Now we Canadians told Jano, Agoko de Shepa Nebekuako, Alexander Usyk, SI Ebo Anthony Joshua Bium with a split decision as the judges Miansano, Bako Edema Anthony Joshua, and Aminu Akano. Adama Abrantia Usika Sabre de Wetimi e defend the titles na Anthony Joshua de atuja agese ono de hunsen tokwano wono ankasa enfom sonti ene wani nkunimu wase se edu baby no relax do se nya sa party a nkodi nkunimu about etodwa no emu
je kusudi agudi honsama de metefo na ye dan ni dia bafie so so na che sampem da ko a ye Ghana mayo a omodembo eso ni papa wafo e zombi che sa championship a e course no na omo coach ani Thierry Joe na adakwa e no de nsem bi e de atudwa Emra ye mayo me champion da ko a chi boboku omo e wo Burkina Faso bo me kamia sama mo jitu sampa wo na so papa na no ne ni coach ne bon komo de busa na se kwa ben na ofa so a e mo mutumi di nkunu no so omo korotu omo foka chiro omo se baabi akwa akodi de mo kɔ na mo gire mo ho mo betumi akwa bom homodin etumi di nkunu amene mo kasa de wo mo chesa boboku na bom e kamiensa e mo matim ba akere de bon kom we e no di tuja
ne bon na e boy no na tactically no omo ye strong ba na ye maya no tactically omo ye discipline because some omo ya we say bon na ye be bon no or Burkina Faso is very, very strong in tea. My check ball no, so we should keep on passing and do more movement because of instructions I the mom no, and then my with me here, Ajuma no mo yeah, and so good. And my no, my born modern because share a bright firm in us the four, and so I ever back to Kokrokoo ever far flight there by we able to Yamusukro no time I spend over how you do na 8 per hour. So apart from see free pram no. You training have a period the ball match until man me bomb about so my jumapa.
We in some head coach at the Ampim Dakwana na Joe Adakwa what they atuja. Ye de some de Emma et for no chino, and what's a catch on some team no, a bet me a down many at the Morocco. Match be at a some Bobiano, at a some mutim Edin Kunim. Into omenas match omo kwako ball omo Nigeria for na kwako share say match ano ebe ye papa and so catch omo say so omo pese omo peko omo down money e de che Morocco some matches be down money bia no e so omo tumi edi nkunim.
Very, very impressed because okay since I free a pram yeah the call be backside the by days I spend there without training na my no and a shake up kakra yeah or mo ball my who say even be papa that's also omo boy emi de koye so me bought my ana about some said they can win the doors. So yeah, try second match against Nigerians. You know, yeah, strategy. You bet me the abo na ya kwa kwen. Yeah, you also qualify for next tournament. I own Morocco there. Every match you have to win. So you focus and say you better win here next match and we lose there or stay free come. Or say win so that you better quite do finals.
We in some head coach at the Mampim Dakwa, Joe Nana Adakwa, what they atu jade hun sem de meti for ne anope.
Yes, also now you call Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, Minister of Youth and Sports. Menoka say what I saw me a dasun question one ma. Ghana yina will be a better train up so ya kwakro, oya brewo, a brantio, ababa wow, oya kwadao penio, a National Fitness Day. Ya danadi, na war danadi and summer. Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, what did you do any?
Benefit that is going to accrue from this national also promote national cohesion, and we will live in peace. We use it to promote peace among Ghanaians. Aside that, we use it for talent discovery as well. The local organizing committee is part of this program, and they are fully involved to use this program to also use it to identify their talent. Aside the national sports festival they will do across the country to identify talent to form the national team for the African Games, at least we'll use it to create awareness about the African Games, which is just a year ahead of us. And aside the benefit that we are going to get, we'll use it to promote the African Games as well.
Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, Youth and Sports Minister, and what she and a Yebi Shane said, Commonwealth Games and I say course to Birmingham. Umbeka Ghana a 4x100 relay team no. Ya same penifobin from 20 woman to me anchor finals. Obi oma qualify for finals o. Na no and ye be say minister o ye send hwemu bekoso. Enhwemu no kwa no akwa kosi say.
Oh, so far we've met the Ghana Athletic Federation and they've submitted their report. But the chef de mission, the leader of the Ghana team, that led the team to Birmingham Commonwealth Games, is yet to submit their full report. Once the report is ready, we will communicate to the media about the outcome of the investigation.
Nekwakano and Ebisa Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, Youth and Sports Minister, say Ghana ebe host African Games next year. Now you see facilities outdoor. So far, near Yesino, Akwakusi saying.
The African Games, as you are aware, we decided as government that we are going to leverage. We do a hybrid approach in the provision of the infrastructure, leverage on existing infrastructure, and develop the effort that we don't have. Luckily for us, the University of Ghana Sports Stadium was started, okay, and government decided that let's complete it, do warm-up track, which is just 5 meters away from the main bowl, and which is currently under construction. Do a rugby field, which is just about 5 minutes or 2 minutes away from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, which is also under construction. The facility that we don't have, the aquatic center, and the aquatic center is going to be the top aquatic center in Africa, because we are going to have a 10-lane competition pool. Even Birmingham, they have 8-lane competition pool. I mean, we are going to have a 10-lane competition pool, a warm-up pool. We have a 5 tennis court, which is going to be developed. We have a multi-purpose hall for basketball and any other indoor games. All these facilities are currently under construction. We are pushing the contractors to finish on time. So I can confirm to you that we are going to host the games.
Youth and Sports Minister Honorable Mustafa Yusuf and the attending Ghana. Now, Dan on about African Games, local organizing committee. So far, Ghana preparation.
Na minister
Peace FM.
I thought for no kakra too.
Senka mimi di kanka sa penin kase wiana no anu. And yegusu ye bo adwuma befa.
Okay. LOC mututu niam.
Yeah, say ye countdown, ya start countdown. Un say Dr. Fosu Asare mo UK no media committee no my public ni hu say it will start on the 4th of August next year.
Yeah.
Until you start a countdown on social media and radio, TV and other platforms to let Ghanaians know say baby baso. And it will be a playing role. Dr. Fosu Asare is doing very well. All the other members of the committee, Ahmed, Dr. Uswansa, Rex Broby, Eva Ochri, Miss Williams, Joyce Dacha, Obi Bon Homody. Subcommittees. Birmingham no. Unse omo aside the games no, they created a platform for human resource development. Like countries are also opportunity to host games. No courses be a obetumi dey enhance also o game I'll be organizing. Into the LOC took advantage. 5-member team na koye. Dr. Uswansa, Dr. Fosu Asare, Rex Broby, Ahmed Osmanu, and Ora Gedilai on a marketing committee, subcommittee on a chairman. And they've learned a lot. Last time you share, they briefed us on what they learned there. One thing I hear interesting is say Abrofuno, they have a unique way of organizing events. Most of the structures are usually near temporal structures. In Africa, for your mentality be a moye back most of their buildings in New York. But Ghana, always in New York, dines will be the best room. Meanwhile, the Bias, you are the home. Your mentality there. And me, a few say we can even explore that option. Dome near the Nebu temporal.
Peace FM.
That's all.
Take out a work up in
the
stadium near the
but Ghana de nye bia na godoko for go ye temporary ya amafo asiro meanwhile o kwa brochira omo dan o do nzabo ma o de pankwan endu yango enzo de bia kasa brochira ye kama bibi ni black man yes sorry so na me mama baako yes you a regular listener papa morning show especially ye chairman general interaction no Madam Emma Arabagant, Bread of Life Methodist Church here with Dansuman. And up here, so a regular listener on one page post. Yes, obesreya now again. Dear Darasi. Ura appear kubi so Adano Manimi scarcely mean from Kokrokoo charities. Ura appear kubi or US.
Oh.
Nti ana payment the much imagine on my name 500 Ghana. The much imagine nti ura appear kubi utimia. Amandi na bedru adansi enti na abua krama afani yiri bedwom krama nsi banka no kre nti onfa onko shede ukonyisa wakakase nyane dia
nti abonten obi ani
wi adansi for dos nti amincha Ankirichi of Richie Plantations sikeni premeni papa na Mr. Ando Midwest Contract Works mikrom dia kwakwa na ogusu papa we biem na se be ya cash baba no be wi amaye finance minister for Kashima. And I'm mini Kwame Nkrumah's money trinkwa Kokrokoo board. Kwame Nkrumah weekend you warrior. And congratulations on Honorable Joseph Boahi Edu. Any your friend is saying Kokrokoo board ebusia phone na quality control penia or dano or raw pon on so baby. Nti utum say na e why de papa mo yewo.
Peace FM
Cantonment area. It was very nice. Fitzgerald Event Center. Keche Fabrics, Chairman General Sister Sylvia and Sumichiano, Keche Fabrics, and KG Hotel CEO Babona Engine Filling Station, Wija CEO Uramarufe Japan War Takwa Ena Adams Al Hassan AK Watara Revenue Officer Bakope. World Customs Organization, Best Senior Custom Officer, Tema Collection. Me Mami Frema, Jubilee House Chief of Staff. Hey, Papti, Africa Vex, Papti. And Ura Giorgio Tibun, Eco Furniture. Ura David Amwatin Tag, Dr. Prince Ayuku, Lakeside Estate, Brawley, Crocodile Machete, and Ura Kumia Santia, Sand of Construction. Dr. KK Pipra, St. Phillips, only a twin-tad, pa. Kafam home appliance so azemoto so aveno dab motors industrial area Ora Robert Boafo Kaboro Enterprise Mr. Ochi Jackson Takwa Great Kufata Mr. Adai Torrid Oil Akotiman and ni tete mensa koche the first Pobima Manche Echewina no pay Ora Philip Kolote Quality Properties and His Majesty Phones Mr. Boa Ebo Roxon and Nira these are Country Lodge Chairman Ko and Daniel Boa being Dave Mines producer Ganaba Ken Step and Papa the Time Center pay. Happy birthday, Reverend Mrs. Vivian Ajenasari. Oh, okay. Reverend Mrs. Vivian Ajenasari. Papa Ajenasari. Oh, okay. Papa Ajenasari, yema. Happy birthday. Reverend Ajenasari ni pronouncement back where yemi delsi. Precious listener, Jesus Christ is still in the miracle business. And yemi depa. And Mama, Mrs. Vivian Ajenasari, happy birthday. And honorable Obo bi adakun alias Obi minim on the enchiao onu so birthday okay dachi in the wa mark you be a birthday nti onu Obo bi adakun
Peace FM
happy birthday ana yes sorry so
na ye nyina maame
nyame ya aduma Sunday Monday china Tuesday Wednesday ya wada ebe ya
and 1 week
no baso aguna duakwa
Basu
your family house. Unse mi kase mi so na me hwe concert pa. Ye fro concert house. E wona senior du donko ni na KWAMI ampedu amachi de demu. E wona amachi de cordless microphone ba ya. Na manfo eboje so no. Yeah.
Nti e be sra do fo nyina se de ja ye peda na 7 no. Nyina e meja no. Na ne maame 1 week no. Onni na nye krabewe. Na me na mejije bibia nso.
Olusi wono e financial committee chairman. Na kama dozi
Peace FM. Ene wa nkwa adwuma, nti akwada ne hwe na beda wo so.